Greetings everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of All Things Lambda, this time again without my face at the start and the end. I had something going on at work, so unfortunately I didn't have as much time as usually to make this episode, so I hope you'll forgive me. Anyway, we still have a couple of good stories to go over, so let's do exactly that.
LambdaGeneration.
First off, we got a new update from the people who are making Dark Interval, a Half-Life 2 beta, restoration, and/or revision mod. After having been silent since the end of 2019, they felt the need to finally let people know what they've been working on in all this time, and they decided to let us all know on April Fool's Day. This media update isn't an April Fool's joke though, as it contains actual new screenshots and news about the development of the mod. The release of this article was just unfortunately timed. According to the news article though, a lot has been happening behind the scenes despite the silence. One major thing to note is that the level of quality for the levels have been increased dramatically. A level that at the end of 2019 looked like this, now looks like this. This is obviously a stark improvement, and there is a lot more stuff to look at and a lot more nooks and crannies to explore here. A whole bunch more screenshots were shown of here from the wasteland, and they all look really good. Very dead and barren, but really good nonetheless. Some videos were also shown of here of the glider synth, aka the mortar synth, and the wasteland scanner that now has a force field to protect itself. Lastly, they also let ModDB watchers know that there has been a playable build of Dark Interval Part 2 on their official Discord server that includes 4 maps that you can play through right now. So if this looks interesting to you, then definitely go join their Discord server to score yourself a build. A link to the ModDB article can be found in the description below. Dark Interval Part 2 is set to release when it's done. I always get excited when I can announce new mods. Alright, here we go. Half-Life Crossfire is a brand new mod created by Andy Shu for the original Half-Life. Well, kind of at least. The mod is going to run on the Zash 3D engine in conjunction with the Spirit of Half-Life toolset. In Half-Life Crossfire, you play as Sergeant Jordan Foster, a Black Mesa security guard who has to survive the Black Mesa incident and find Dr. Cross to protect her. It sounds like your standard Half-Life mod affair, to be honest, but that's not actually that bad. Sometimes you just need something simple to play. The reason why Half-Life Crossfire is being made is because Andy Shu wanted to have something to do in their free time when the lockdown started last year in the UK. Everyone at that point had a lot more free time on their hands, and obviously that needed to be filled up with something. And the reason why this is being made with Zash 3D and the Spirit of Half-Life toolset is because this allows Andy Shu to create bigger levels with more polygons than what standard Gold Source allows, and make gameplay tweaks to suit the gameplay style that they want to go for. Now, this all sounds pretty promising, and the screenshots provided look pretty good, but when is this mod going to release? Is it going to be another long wait? Well, apparently not. Since the mod started development more than a year ago, it's already halfway done. The current release target is the end of 2020, so yeah, we'd need to wait at least another half year or so, but hey, we've waited longer for mods before, so this isn't actually that bad. If you want to read this announcement article for yourself, then check the description below for a link. Portal 2 Abyss has been posting some cool new updates over on their official Twitter page. They posted one actually on April Fool's Day. Still, I stand by that this is probably not the best day to publish serious updates to your mods, but I digress. Before I'm going to talk about the most recent update though, let me take you back to last month, because apparently we missed an update. In the Twitter update thread that they posted on March 2nd, the team announced that team lead Sarah H is back from taking some personal time off. The deputy team lead Distanced was also promoted now to co-lead of the mod due to how well he handled the project while Sarah was gone. Apart from that, the team is considering moving over to Portal 2 Community Edition for a better production experience. Portal 2 Community Edition being a custom branch of the source engine made by the community that is based off the CSGO branch of the engine, bringing many of the improvements made in that branch over to Portal 2 mods that choose to work with this branch, like Panorama UI and graphical improvements. Lastly, for this update, they have some screenshots to show and an ambience track for you to listen to. They're also announcing here that they're still looking for people, especially mappers, so if you think you can help them out, then reach out. Now for the more recent update. It's a really small one actually. It's just this Aperture Industries locomotive that was made by Distanced. It looks really good. I'm not sure where this model is going to be placed in game though, but I guess we'll have to find out whenever this mod releases. A link to the update thread for Portal 2 Abyss can be found in the description below. Don't forget to give them a follow if you haven't yet. Sometimes you just don't have time to play video games. Trust me, I have lots of experience with that nowadays. So it's nice to have the ability to just get up to speed about the story of a video game by watching a video or something along the lines of that. YouTube content creator Mauricio Jara provides exactly that for you, among a bunch of other videos on his YouTube channel. But today I'm going to give a spotlight to the video he made called Half-Life 2 Summarized and Illustrated. As the title already suggests, it's the story of Half-Life 2 summarized in a single 6-minute video with illustrations to explain things more clearly, mixed in with some gameplay here and there for moments where illustrations aren't really needed. It's quite a nice video, and if you just can't find the time to play Half-Life 2 for some reason, then this video might be worth a watch. Or if you just like watching neat Half-Life 2 illustrations, then this might still be worth it. A link to this video can be found below, and go subscribe to Mauricio if you haven't yet. He makes much more Half-Life related videos over on his channel. Oh man, remember a year ago when the Source Filmmaker series Exile Vilify was announced? The Source Filmmaker project that follows Shell from Portal and Portal 2 right after she's been booted out of the Aperture Science facility by GLaDOS is still actually in production, but things haven't exactly been going smoothly. This is all due to a lot of life matters that the team is going through right now, and the lead person on the project, Daramix, is actually hired by Activision to work there full time, no doubt removing a lot of free time from him that he could have spent working on his own project. Fear not though, the project is still coming. It'll just be a little bit later than we all anticipated. Again, as a community, we're used to waiting at this point. This Activision gig didn't get rid of all of Daramix's time though. Let's take a look at his Twitter page. He has been working on a comic series of some sort entirely made in Source 2 Filmmaker involving Olga and friends, serving as kind of a continuation of her story, as we heard pretty much nothing from her throughout the rest of Half-Life Alyx after the starting levels. So having this is pretty cool. The art is legitimately great and could serve as a wallpaper for your desktop. The composition is amazing and the colors are really nice to look at as well. If you want to see this comic yourself, and if you want to see the update video that was posted at the end of last year, then check the video description below. You know what else is down there? Well, you know it already, it's our social media pages. Our Twitter and Facebook are really active and sometimes cover stuff that hasn't been on ATL before, like the plethora of April Fool's jokes that the community pulled off last week. There's some pretty funny stuff in there. Discord is also a place where we are present. A link to our server is down below, and links to my social media and YouTube channel can no doubt be found there too. Go follow me if you want. And with all that being said, I'm going to end this episode of All Things Lambda. Don't be sad though, we'll be back next week with another episode. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and to ring that bell icon so you'll never miss another episode. Salutations, and take care.